I am troubled, I have to say, because for this subcommittee, it's incredibly unusual to hold a hearing with the Deputy Attorney General when there is a sitting Attorney General. This is the second time Attorney General Sessions has declined to appear before this subcommittee, canceling just days before he is scheduled to appear in an open public setting.
I won't mince words. You're not the witness we were supposed to hear from today. Attorneys General of the past did not cower at the request of Congress to fulfill its constitutional oversight responsibility. And they didn't agree to come and then cancel at the last minute. And so with respect, Mr. Rosenstein, and I voted for you, as you know, you're not who I'm interested in speaking with or hearing from today. I do have questions for the Attorney General. I want to know why he has provided false testimony to me and to Senator Franken. I want to know why, if he is recused from the Russia investigation, he played any role in the dismissal of FBI Director Comey. He owes them that courtesy because the President's budget request for the Justice Department is abysmal. Regardless of the circumstance of your appearance today, I'll raise this one point with you. I've never, ever heard anybody, Republican or Democrat, called your opinion nonsense. Now, the Attorney General has the authority. I actually believe he has an obligation to withdraw that opinion. The administration may seek to hide many things from the American people, but they should know this. Today's committee chairs are tomorrow's ranking members. Obstructing congressional oversight will do nothing to advance the interests of the American people. This should be withdrawn.
If I may, Senators, it's my few remaining moments. I learned this morning about an incident in Georgia in which we understand that 2 correctional officers were murdered in the course of transporting prisoners in Georgia. I talked with the Marshal Service Director David Harlow this morning, and we have committed all federal resources to help catch those fugitives.
The Attorney General shall inform the special counsel in writing of the specific reason for his or her removal. Now, as I understand, Mr. Rosenstein, in this matter, you are actually the one exercising hiring and firing authority because Attorney General Sessions is recused. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And at this point, have you seen any evidence of good cause for firing of Special Counsel Mueller?
No, I have not.
And have you given the special counsel full independence from the Justice Department to conduct his investigation?
Yes, Senator, and I appreciate that question. At the last hearing I attended, I explained it would require a long time to explain exactly why. I'm confident that he has full independence. The short answer is, though, that regulation, as you may know, was written and implemented during the Clinton administration under the authority of Attorney General Reno. I know the folks who wrote that. They wrote it to deal with these sort of situations, and I am confident that he will have sufficient independence, and it's certainly theoretically possible that the Attorney General could fire him, but that's the only person who has authority to fire him. And in fact, the chain of command for the special counsel is only directly to the Attorney General, or in this case, the acting Attorney General. So nobody else in the department would have authority to do that, and you have my assurance that we're going to faithfully follow that regulation, and Director Mueller is going to have a full degree of independence that he needs to conduct that investigation appropriately.
If President Trump ordered you to fire the special counsel, what would you do?
Well, Senator, I'm not going to follow any orders unless I believe those are lawful and appropriate orders. Under the regulation, Special Counsel Mueller may be fired only for good cause, and I am required to put that cause in writing. And so that's what I would do. If there were a good cause, I would consider it. If there were not good cause, it wouldn't matter to me what anybody says. Senator, I'm not going to be talking about the investigation. The purpose of my appointment of Special Counsel Mueller was to ensure that there would be public confidence in the outcome of that investigation, and he now has responsibility for that. And I think that if there are any questions, they should be directed to him, and I know he's going to do the right thing, as I would, and defend the integrity of that investigation.
I do want to help clarify one thing. I read with some interest in the paper that there was some secret plan to be able to privately remove the special counsel who you just put in place. To be able to see that, all I could think about was Jim Comey's statements publicly saying how many times he read newspaper stories with unnamed sources that as he read them, he thought these were completely false. Is there anything to some secret plan that's out there from you or anyone in the administration to try to go and remove the special counsel?
There is no secret plan that involves me, no, Senator.
I do believe it would be catastrophic, and I do believe it would destroy any shred of trust in the president's judgment that remains over here.
I appointed him. I stand by that decision. I think it was the right thing to do under those circumstances, and I'm going to defend the integrity of that investigation.
Did you talk with Robert Mueller about his investigation and the resources that he might need to do his job the proper way? And do you feel he's sufficiently been supported in that effort?
I have not. Under the regulation, it actually tasks the Assistant Attorney General for our Justice Management Division to consult with Mr. Mueller about resources and budget. That gentleman happens to be sitting behind me, and he has talked with Mr. Mueller about it. I have not, but I can assure you he's going to get the resources he needs to conduct that investigation.
So there's not a concern there whether he'll be able to do the job the way he's intended to be done?
Yes, he will.
Okay. Mr. Rosenstein, could you be terminated without cause?
Yes.
And who would appoint your replacement as your position now, Deputy Attorney General?
The President.
So that's a possibility.
Anything's possible, Senator.
I understand.